What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, so I sent out that picture on my community section of my page of my channel of the new Metro Court day spa and swimming pool and stuff like that. When I tell y'all that set is beautiful as hell, that set is beautiful as hell. I was here for that set. I was so here for it. I was like, thank God they finally got something like this. I feel it. I was like, okay, ABC done gave Frank the budget. They said, okay, so we gonna up y'all budget and let y'all do this. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I like it. Made me want to hop on a plane right goddamn down, but like, you know what? Let me hop in that bitch. I'm just saying. So anyway, getting into this episode, Curtis was pissing me off today. Like the way he came at Jordan today was so unnecessary and uncalled for. Like he come up in her office being all angry. Like how you gonna sit there and accuse her or something without any proof? Like you just flat out accused her. You didn't ask her. You weren't polite about it. He was just totally rude. Oh, why are you stalling the divorce? How long does it take for you to sign some papers and stuff it into an envelope and send it off? It's been weeks. I would have looked at him and told him, you know what? Get your cue ball head ass out my office. I would have told him just like that. Come back in my office when you get some respect and you get some act right. When you correct yourself, then you come talk to me. Calm your ass down. But you ain't gonna be talking to me like this. I would have went off. Jordan is better than me because I would have went off. I would have had to let him know about himself. And Jordan let him know though. She was like, look, I don't know where you been at, but in case you haven't noticed, it has been busy the last few weeks, so I haven't gotten to it yet. You know what I mean? Like, why are you in such a rush for this divorce to go through? And besides, even if she does sign the papers and stuff it into an envelope and send it off, it still takes months for that to be final because you still need a judge to look at it, agree, and sign off on it. So it's gonna take a while. Unless, I mean, if you want a quickie fucking divorce, you should have took your bald ass to the Dominican Republic and got you a quickie divorce down there. But up here, it takes a little second. You got to go through the court system. Calm down. Talking about she dragging her feet. She's the damn police commissioner. She got a lot going on. Calm your little ass down and relax yourself. And she figured as much. She was like, you know what? She kind of figured the reason he's pushing for this divorce to go through so fast because he done got somebody. He found somebody. It must be a reason or a person that's the reason you're pushing this so fast. And he admitted to her that him and Portia been spending some time together and stuff, but he feel like Portia been sending him mixed signals because he feel like somebody's been trying to warn her away from him. And Jordan was like, well, I ain't got shit to do with that. She was like, I don't talk to Portia about you. I ain't never told Portia to stay away from your ass. But you know what? That was the conversation I think Jordan needed. Jordan needed that conversation with him because she admitted that she was kind of dragging her feet a little bit, that she was taking a little long signing the papers, because she was holding out a little bit of hope that they could try to fix it. But I think that conversation she had with him today was confirmation for her that yeah, it's time to let this marriage go. So she was like, you know what, we're done. She was like, we're done. As soon as he left, she took their wedding photo and stuffed it right in her drawer. I don't blame her because at the end of the day, it takes two to mess up a marriage. Jordan had her faults, Curtis had his, but at the end of the day, she did try to make that work. You know what I'm saying? She talked about going to counseling. He didn't want to do anything to make it work. So you can only try to fix a marriage when the other person is willing to fight for it too, because otherwise you're just gonna be fighting by your damn self. So Jordan was like, you know what? We're done. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Because the way he came at her today was so foul. It was so foul. I would have threw his ass right out of my office because you better come correct next time. When you come storming your ass up in my office, drop the attitude, check the attitude at the door, and talk to me like you got some damn sense before I take a pool cue and knock you upside your little melon. I would have knocked him right upside his little noggin. You ain't about to come up in here accusing me of something. You better calm your little ass down with that tone. I'm telling you. Curtis got the right one because I would have went off. Listen, it would have been some furniture moving up in that damn office. It would have been a whole misunderstanding. The police, all them officers would have had to come in that office and drag me up off his little bald head. You ain't about to better watch who the hell you talking to. So anyway, Moving on from that, Aunt Stella. Listen, I respect my elders. I do. I respect my elders. I have to. But I respect my elders, but Aunt Stella was doing too much. Like when she met up with TJ for lunch and he was telling her that, he went to go see Sean or whatever, the way she was acting when he said that was so just rude. It was so unnecessary. I'm like, really, Stella? Really? She looked like she was annoyed when he mentioned Sean. I'm like, girl, get over it. Whether you like it or not, I understand Tommy was her nephew. I get it. She's always gonna see her nephew as TJ's father, and in every sense, he is the dad. You know what I'm saying? Just not biologically. But what happened happened. It was over 20 years ago. Get over it. Move on. Whether you like it or not, Sean is his biological father. He has a right to get to know him as his father. He has a right to reach out to him. Get over it. Like her attitude was just so just ugh. And then she's sitting there, she just refuses to let go of the fact that Jordan and Curtis are getting a divorce. Like she was sitting there asking TJ about like what's the status of their relationship now and is there hope? And TJ basically told her to let it go. He told Stella, let it go. They're getting a divorce. It's over. It's done. They're not getting back together. Stella's still sitting there talking about, well, you got to hold out a little hope. I'm like, Stella, no, they're getting a divorce. Let it go. And even when Curtis came to Charlie's and all that, and he saw her, and she kept ranting and raving, going on this little tantrum about, about marriage and all that. Like she's sitting there talking about how given time, him and Jordan can work things out, and they shouldn't quit on each other. Soon as she was saying all that, Curtis was putting the pieces together. He now realized Stella was the one who got herself involved in his personal business. I was like, yep, that's the culprit. She the one. And I mean, she is good intention. I ain't gonna say she ain't have good intentions. Cause she did have good intentions. But at the end of the day, stay out of that. You know what I mean? That's between them. You should I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but to sit there and get yourself interfere in that, that's where you're crossing the line. I feel like Stella need to go on ahead and mind her business. That's why she need to go get herself a man or something. Cause you clearly need a hobby or something. Like stop involving yourself in their business. That is none of yours. But I'm pretty sure Curtis about to handle that. Cause if he that mad about it and he thought it was Jordan, I know he about to unleash on Stella. So anyway, moving on from that. Molly impressed me today. At first, I was a little nervous for Molly because, like I said before, Molly has to come up with a good plan. Yeah, so Molly, I was nervous because I'm like, you need to come up with a good plan because Judge Carson is connected. She's a powerful judge. She could really ruin Molly's potential law career. She could make things worse for Alexis. You really got to come correct when you come at somebody like that. You know what I mean? You got to come correct. Molly came correct. Molly went off on Judge Carson. She lobbied so many allegations against her about the way that she handles, defendants and stuff, like the way she sentences them, like especially non-white people, like people of color and stuff. Like she just sends them to prison, but people who are white, she gives them a lesser sentence. And she was trying to sit there acting like she all offended by what Molly was saying to her. I'm like, because it's true. What are you so offended for? It's true, you know it. Try and sit there and act like your ass is appalled. You ain't appalled. Molly went in on her, and I was so happy. I was cheering Molly on. I was like, go ahead. And then Martin showed up, basically telling Molly like, you need to leave while you still have a job because Judge Carson made it clear like, I will be talking to the DA's office and I will be going to the bar association about you. So Martin came up. He was like, yeah, I think it's time that you leave while you still have a job. So she left, and he was sitting there trying to be all nice to Judge Carson, talking about, I've known you for over 20 years. You've always been a good, fair judge, just buttering her up. So come to find out, that was all a part of Molly's plan to get Judge Carson all riled up and stuff and piss her off. And then Martin would come in and play good cop, act like he on her side, and she would admit to everything And he sat right there and recorded that whole conversation. Because when they were all at Jordan's office, he came in with the recording. I said, go the fuck off, Martin. I was so freaking happy he had that recording. I said, thank God for that recording. Thank you, Jesus. Now they could take Judge Carson down. Molly, I think Molly's going to make an amazing attorney. I love her. I think she's going to make one hell of a lawyer. She's going to make a dope ass lawyer. That was such a smart, good plan. That was a brilliant idea. I can't wait to see the rest of this play out and how Judge Carson is gonna, what the consequences are gonna be for her. Because Jordan also, I guess, is gonna play a part in this too. Because she was asking Molly, like, so what you need me to do? That was smart. That was brilliant. Because I know that, Alexis finally got out of solitary for a moment, and her and Sean were talking, and Sean basically told her, like, I told Molly about what was going on with solitary confinement and Judge Carson. And Alexis was nervous because she knows how powerful the judge is. So she was nervous for Molly's potential law career, too. But, Sean was like, shit, if I didn't tell her, she was going to find out on her own, which is true because Molly's smart, She's not dumb. She knows how to put the pieces together and follow the evidence. So they were talking about solitary confinement and stuff, and Alexis was like, shit, it was like the walls were closing in on her. So she started having a panic attack. And thank God Sean was there. He got her breathing under control. And she said that she felt safe with Sean. I could definitely see her and Sean potentially getting back together once they both get out of prison. I could see it happening. I really did like them the first time around when they were together. You know what I'm saying? I understood why she broke up with him, because she doesn't want somebody who's an active criminal. You know what I mean? Like, especially after that whole Jerry Jacks debacle, she was going out with him for a time, and he was definitely a criminal. So I can understand that. But I hope that her and, Sean can have a second chance at love in life. They both deserve it, especially after everything they've been through. So hopefully they can make that work. So anyway, moving on from that, Nicholas was trying to do everything in his power to save his marriage. How the hell did Martin know about the footprints? The lead that the cops got about the footprints. I'm like, you don't work for the DA office. How the hell would you know about that? They don't share that type of information with defense attorneys. So he told Nicholas about the footprints and stuff like that. So of course Nicholas rushed out of the Metro Court to go find Ava, because she was sitting there with Portia. I love how far Ava and Portia have come to in such a short time, because I remember when they first met each other, Portia was not high on Ava. But I'm glad, they worked out their differences and stuff. And, Ava, she really does care about Trina, because she wrote an amazing, letter of recommendation for Trina and stuff for the college and all that. And, she's very proud of Trina. She sees her as a protege and stuff, showing her about the art world, because Trina really loves art. She's taking art history as her major in college, which I think is dope. I could definitely see Trina running her own gallery one day, maybe even taking over the Jerome Gallery one day. You never know. So Nicholas went to go see Ava or whatever, and he told her about the new lead and all that stuff, and how they could just go to Cassadine Island in Greece to get away until the cops catch whoever's doing this. But Ava was adamant. She was like, that's not going to stop whoever's doing this. The cops, she doesn't really have any faith in the PCPD. I don't blame her. Because they done dropped the ball so many times. So I can't say that I blame her for that. And she needs to put her daughter first. She's just... Because I'm pretty sure if it was just Ava and she didn't have Avery to worry about, Ava would have said, fuck this. Ava would have pulled out the shotgun on that ass. But, she got a daughter to think about. And she already lost one child. She ain't about to lose another one. So I don't blame her for that. She feels like the divorce is necessary. So Nicholas, he feels like I ain't got no choice but to go ahead with the divorce too, since that's really what you want and you're not trying to, like, go it my way. I already know they're going to be pissed off when they find out it's Spencer. When they find out Spencer doing all this, oh, please. Ain't no telling what Ava might do. Ava might go ballistic and knock his little ass down. You never know what she might do. So, anyway, moving on from that. Hopefully this gets settled before they sign any paperwork, because I would hate for them to have to go through that divorce and, find out the truth and then got to get remarried all over again. That's going to be tacky. But I'll sit through another Ava Nicholas wedding. I definitely will. So anyway, Trina is definitely feeling Victor, aka Spencer. She's feeling him, and he feeling her. They got to know each other a little better. They were talking about their families and stuff, and he was talking about how his mom died when he was real young, and he never really had a mom growing up, like a mom figure or whatever growing up. So they were getting to know each other and stuff like that, and Trina was really digging him, and he's digging her. I could definitely see the two of them getting together, but I definitely feel like there's gonna be some contention between them when the truth come out. Cause I got a feeling Trina gonna be pissed when she find out he's really Spencer Cassadine and he was coming after Ava. That's gonna bring about some good conflict for the both of them because we already know how Trina feels about Ava. Ava's basically like not only a mentor, she's like family to Trina at this point. So ain't no telling what. I'm pretty sure her reaction ain't gonna be a good one. But I can see her and Spencer together though. I definitely can. Um, he did get a little crazy though when his phone went off and she went to go grab his phone or whatever. He was like, "Stop!" Like he was acting all fool, and she was like looking at him like, "Dude, calm down." She only grabbed his phone so she could put her number in his phone. I was like, "Exactly, little Spencer, relax, calm down, sir." So, when Portia came up or whatever, she trying to do the mom thing, being nosy, asking all about Spencer, well, Victor, wanting to know all about him because even Portia noticed that he was really into Trina. She noticed it. She noticed the little spark between them. Parents will always know. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.